Hi everyone, it's Dragana at Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I've got my gloves on, which means we're going to dye some papers and we're going to make some purple papers. I've got here Easter egg color in purple. The code is E133 and E124. Get any color if you can't find purple. I've tried with blue and with green and they look really nice. In addition to this food coloring, I'm going to use onion skins. Okay, normally when you make onion skin dye, you have to boil this for about an hour, something like that, and then you use it to dye the papers. Today we're going to do something different, so no cooking required. We'll just let it marinate a little bit. I've also got white vinegar. And I want to try this. I recently got this mica powder in gold. I'm going to add some of that as well. I'm going to use this paper, which is smooth drawing paper. And it's 250 GSM. You can use copy paper as well. In fact, I will use also copy paper at the end. But for the ones with onion skin, I'm going to use this thicker paper. Okay. First, we have to mix the color. And the packet here has instruction. It says cover 10 eggs with cold water, and when it boils, add 1 spoon of vinegar and 1 packet of this color. I'm not going to do that because obviously I'm not cooking eggs today. So I'm going to use this pot, which is 1 liter. So I'm going to add hot water, not boiling. This is hot. First, I'm going to add only half because I want to see how this color behaves in that. Sometimes they are really strong and sometimes they're not strong enough. So looks good for now. Okay, let's mix that. I'm going to use this card just to see if the color is too strong. When I tried with blue, it was way too dark, and I think here with just 2 cups of water it's just right. Now I'm going to add the vinegar. The instruction on the packet said 1 teaspoon, so I'm just going to do that. 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Mix that. Let's see if the colors have changed. Not much. So my dye is ready and I'm going to use this bottle. This was a body spray or something. I rinsed it well so it's clean. I'm going to transfer this here. Not all of it, just a little bit. It's a lovely color. Okay, that's probably enough. I'm going to put that aside for now. We're going to use that later on. So now I have this hot purple dye. I have a large tray here. This tray is really damaged, not good for cooking at all. And because it started peeling off, I've placed this mat to cover that because I don't want any of those bits stuck to my papers. And besides, this might give me a nice imprint on the back of the paper. I'm going to start by just spraying. Going to press that in. And I'm going to spray now. It's nice and light. Okay, once I got it nicely covered, I'm going to get some of these. I'm just going to just do this. Just like that, without any cooking or anything. It's important that this is hot, because the fact that it's hot, it's going to help release the dye from the onion skin. I guess you could try with cold, but it might take longer in that case. I'm not sure how would that work. Okay, so that's probably enough. So now I'm going to spray more. I'm going to take the other paper. I'm just going to let it like that. Okay, I'm going to lift it up and turn it around. I'm going to press. If you don't feel like spraying, you can also do this. Just grab that and apply like this. So whatever is your preference. This might be quicker than spraying, but once you add the leaves, it's probably easier to just spray. For the second print, I'm going to repeat everything. I'm going to spray over like so. I'm going to get another sheet of paper, and I'm going to add more of the dye. And just going to sprinkle a little bit. And then I'm going to turn it around and then press again. And now I'm going to do one more. Cover that. And again, I'm going to use all of these onion skins that I have. Like so. I'm going to use this lace. I'm going to put it inside of this dye. And now I'm just going to place that over. Okay. Get another sheet. Turn it around. Alright, let's add more of the dye. And now I'm going to use just this stencil. I'm going to spray a little bit more. Alright. I've got here some dried leaves, and I thought, how about if I try that? Maybe it would be nice if I just add some of that. I think these are left from when I was doing eco printing with Sizzix, and I'll just add some nice big ones. I'm going to spray a bit more. I want to make sure they're all sprayed well. I'll just spray here a little bit. I'm going to press that down again. This is just plain copy paper. I'm going to put it on top. My cutting board, because it's flat. It's a big book. And I should probably leave it until tomorrow. I've got another tray here, and I'm going to pour everything that's left in here into this tray. Oh, what a gorgeous color. Nice. And I'm going to add just a touch of this gold mica and just spread it a little bit. I have some papers that I want to dye. I'm going to start with just regular copy paper, okay? I'll keep adding. I've got this one, which is a bit too big, so I'm going to do half and then half, because it can't fit inside of this tray. I'm going to add a little bit more gold. Like so. And over here I have one envelope. Got this envelope. Oh yeah, and when you work with these dies, wear gloves. Otherwise your fingers will be stained. And there's a small envelope. Got this my notebook. Maybe these receipts. So I'm just going to let this sit a little bit, not too long because the paper might get too soft, but perhaps about half an hour to 1 hour, and then I'm going to take them out and lay them flat on the surface to dry. I carefully lifted one by one and placed them on my drying canvas. So now I'm going to let them dry, and I'll come back tomorrow morning and we'll see what they look like. I'm so excited to see what these look like. When we put it together, it was around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now it's around 11 in the morning. So less than 24 hours, but I think it should be all right. I'm going to remove this book. And that must have been glued to here from the previous batch, because I don't remember putting this one there. So this was just cover paper. Let's take a look. This one turned out really good. Just remove this. Okay. So we've got a little bit of green from the leaves and the rest is purple. I'm very happy with this one. Very, very happy. Let's now pick those. Love this one too. And we placed it on the stencil. Love that side. We also have a little bit of stencil design here. And look at this. We've got the green and the purple and a bit of this orange color. That's probably from the onion skins. So far, two really nice leaf prints. Okay. It even shows a bit of that design from the lace. You see the little circles? I did not expect this. I love it. That's a very nice print, I think. Lots of contrast. A bit of gold, a bit of green and orange, but mostly purple. Love that. Okay. Love this lace and how it turned out. Okay. We have to pick off these. I suppose I could also leave them on and wait until the paper is dry, and then they would just lift off on their own. But I'm curious to see. I got most of it off, and now I'm just gonna wait until it dries so that I can just brush all those little bits off. So lift it off. There's another print underneath. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this. There's not much purple there. I guess I used quite a lot of onion. And what I love about these is once you get this basic print, if you're not happy with the overall color, you can just spray with that same egg color again. Or you can even use a different color altogether. Okay, let's leave that to dry. Nice. This is the fun part, revealing the prints. Doesn't look very purple at all, but I really like it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a nice print. So we didn't have to cook onion skins at all. We just use hot dye. And I suppose if you don't have any egg dyes, you can just use hot water and spray on the paper, or even just coffee. That would be nice too. Love this. There's just a bit of purple here, and the rest, I think the onion skins took over. I don't mind it. I really love it. This side too. And the lucky last. Oh, look at that. I love this. We have a bit more purple here and lots of orangey colors in the middle. I can see a little bit of blue, and when I tried this for the first time, I used blue color, and maybe there was a little bit of blue trapped here. Probably didn't wash it completely, but I actually don't mind at all. I love the design and I love the look of it. And here we have more of the orangey colors. Nice. The papers are not too wet or saturated. This means they're going to dry really fast. And then I will show you what they look like, and I will show you the other batch where we just used a dye bath to color the papers. Okay, let's take a look. I think they've changed the color a little bit after the drying, but I am so happy with these two. Love how the purple reacted with the leaves. They obviously released a little bit of green. It could have been even a yellow, and then when it mixed with purple it turned green. I don't know, but I'm very happy with those two. I like that as well. It looks like watercolor. Love it. Okay. Then these ones, I think there was, yeah, two. Love those as well. It's very interesting to me to see how the purple onions turned green and the red onions turned orange. I did not expect that, but I really like the result. It's very nature-like, and there's only a little bit of purple showing in some areas, but they around the edges mostly. This must be one of my favorites. I just love how this one turned out. The purple, the orange from the onions, and a little bit of blue that was probably left there from the previous batch. And I love the print. Okay, and over here we have more of that same look, but with a bit of gold. Love this one. Love how the gold collected in certain areas. Hope you can see it. Nice. And we have two more. Really like this one. And that one as well. That lace turned out to be a great stencil. Love that. I love the gold as well. And here we have both lace and a bit of onion skin. And there's another one with just onion skin and gold. Like that one too. Really great for a nature journal. We probably want to cut shapes or something from these papers. Love them. Okay, so that's those. And you can see how much lighter the purple here is, probably because I used spray or brush. And these ones that I left in that bath are much more saturated and a darker color. Really love how these purple ones turned out. Lovely color with a bit of gold. Just so yummy. Love them. I should make more of these. It's interesting how the gold settled just on one side. Probably the top side. As I was submerging them into the dye, the gold stayed on one side of the papers. I'm very happy with these. And that one turned out well too. Okay. And the smaller ones and the envelopes. Love that envelope. Nice. Notebook papers. Some receipts. More of the receipts. Those cards. More envelopes. Very happy with my purple papers. Now I want to show you something else. I've experimented with other colors too. The blue ones turned out really saturated and really strong color. But the ones with the leaves turned out very nice. I think the green from the leaves worked so well, and it made the blue a little bit less saturated. And here where we have the onion skins, the orange and the blue worked really well together. Okay, and I have two that I've used stencils on. Love that there. And this one. Okay, I think the stencil probably had a little bit of ink left on it or something. I didn't clean it after last use, so that's how I got that reddish color there. And I had to try on vellum or tracing paper. Love that. And this one turned out a bit lighter, also very nice. The thing with these papers is if you don't want really dark or strong colors, just use more water, or don't keep them in the dye at all. Just put them in and take them out straight away. You'll probably end up with lighter color prints. Love how these turned out, and I love the fact that there's more color around the edges. I don't even have to ink them. Okay, now the green ones turned very, very nice in combination with onion skins. I think orange and green together created this brownish orangey color, and I don't see any of the dark brown colors, and I also used purple and red onions, so it must be that some reaction or color mixing happened in the other batch, and that's not obvious here. So love these ones. I'm very happy with them. And over here you can even see a little bit of stencil showing through, probably from the papers that were underneath or on top. In these two examples I've used onion skins and leaves, and love them. Love how that leaf turned dark, almost dark green. I'm not sure what plant that is, but I know that this was hazelnut leaf and it turned a little bit red. And love that side and that one too. And what do we have here? Oh, just more of the green ones. That's a tracing paper, and it took the dye a bit differently. Love how it turned out. I also tried on vellum, and it turned really yellowish green with a bit of orange from onion skins. Love that. And that's just a plain one. Okay, so they're the green ones and the blue ones. And then I had some ink left in the purple bath, and I had some green dye left, so I mixed them all up. And then I used all those onion skins and leaves together, just recycled everything, and just added as many papers as I could. So these are a combination of purple and green, and also a bit of blue, and I think I used a little bit of pink as well from a pink dye. I really love these. So if you don't like really saturated or generic colors, just mix one or two of these dyes and put them in different spray bottles and spray different areas of the paper, or just mix them and make a new color and add whatever leaves, onion skins you have. Just layer it all and you'll end up with nice prints. I'm very happy with these ones. Really unexpected. Very nice. Love that leaf there. Okay. Love how they turned out. And then this one was at the bottom of the tray and it turned really dark. And then I sprinkled some of that mica on top. Love it. And it looks more pink on this side. And here I've used the stencil and the green dye. Love that. This one turned out so interesting. I think I've used here blue and green and purple and a bit of red dye. I love that one. I think that was the blue one. Then I placed the stencil and then I sprayed over with red. And there was some leaves, obviously, and that's changed the color again. Love that. Love how the dye collected on the sides and created this effect. Did not plan for that, but I'm really happy that it happened. And then over here I have a few envelopes. This was just green and purple dye with a bit of gold on top. That too. Love these little envelopes, and here as well, green and purple. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.